Have you ever had your IBS kick in while hiding from police in a closet? The protest wasn't supposed to go violent. We were just 50 college students with signs about climate change standing outside the Whitman Corporation building. But then someone threw a brick through a window. The cops showed up in riot gear, and suddenly everyone was running. I wasn't even a real protester. My roommate Destiny had begged me to come for extra credit in her environmental science class. I was pre-med, neck deep in anatomy textbooks. I didn't have time for activism, but Destiny promised free pizza afterward, and I hadn't eaten real food in 3 days. When the police started firing tear gas, I ran with everyone else. The problem was, I'd been managing a severe IBS flare-up all week. Stress from exams, too much coffee, not enough fiber. My intestines were already staging their own protest. I ducked into an office building through a door someone had propped open. The lobby was empty, dark except for emergency lighting. I could hear sirens outside, officers shouting through megaphones about unlawful assembly. My plan was to wait it out, then slip away once things calmed down. That's when the cramps hit. Not normal cramps, the kind that make you break out in cold sweat and reconsider your belief in a merciful universe. I desperately looked for a bathroom, but every door required a keycard. The pressure was building to critical levels when I heard the front door burst open. Flashlight beams swept across the lobby. Building's supposed to be empty, one officer said. Check every floor. I panicked, diving into the nearest hiding spot, a supply closet filled with cleaning chemicals and mops. I pulled the door shut just as footsteps approached. Then my intestines decided to launch their final assault. The gurgling was audible. Not just to me, I was certain the entire city could hear my digestive system's symphony of destruction. You hear that? An officer said, stopping right outside the closet. I clenched every muscle in my body, willing myself to maintain control. Sweat poured down my face. I bit my lip so hard I tasted blood. Probably the pipes, his partner responded. This building's old as hell. They moved on, but the reprieve was temporary. My body had decided that this closet, this exact moment while hiding from law enforcement, was the hill it was going to die on. I tried to think about anything else. Medical school applications, my grandmother's birthday next week, the Krebs cycle. But biology was fighting back with a vengeance. 20 minutes passed. The cramps were coming in waves now, each worse than the last. I could hear officers on the floor above, their footsteps echoing through the vents. They were being thorough. Then it happened. Despite my superhuman clenching efforts, my body betrayed me. The sound that escaped was not subtle. It echoed in the metal closet like a foghorn announcing my location to every cop in a 3-block radius. The footsteps stopped, then started again, faster, heading toward the stairs. I was going to get arrested covered in my own shame. The headlines would write themselves: protester caught brown-handed, or activist's crappy hiding spot. The closet door flew open. A young officer, maybe 25, shined his flashlight directly in my face. The smell hit him immediately. His expression went from authoritative to sympathetic in record time. "Oh God," he said, taking a step back. "Are you okay?" "IBS," I whimpered. "I'm not even a real protester. I just wanted pizza." He looked at me, covered in sweat, tears streaming down my face, clearly in gastrointestinal distress of epic proportions. "Lieutenant," he called out, "we need a medic down here. Is someone hurt?" The lieutenant's voice echoed down. The young officer looked at me, then made a decision. Civilian with a medical emergency, not protest-related. 2 EMTs arrived and helped me out of the closet. They were professional, kind even, as they checked my vitals and asked about my medical history. The lieutenant surveyed the scene, the smell making his decision for him. "Get her to the hospital," he ordered. "This clearly isn't criminal activity." At the ER, they gave me fluids and medication. The nurse, a woman named Yolanda who'd seen everything, patted my hand. "Honey, you wouldn't believe how many people come in here after protests. Tear gas does terrible things to the digestive system." I nodded, not correcting her assumption about the tear gas. The young officer stopped by before his shift ended. "You okay?" Beyond mortified, but yes, he smiled. "For what it's worth, my partner has Crohn's. I get it. Bad timing doesn't make you a bad person. Did anyone else get arrested?" I asked. "A few, but just citations, property, damage stuff." He paused. "You weren't part of that, were you?" "I genuinely just wanted pizza," he laughed. "Next time, maybe just order delivery." A week later, I was studying in the library when Destiny plopped down beside me. "So I heard you literally scared the crap out of yourself during the protest. How did you—" "Never mind. News traveled fast on campus." "For what it's worth," she said, "you still get credit for attending." "I'm never going to another protest," I declared. "Fair. But there's a sit-in next month about tuition increases. Very peaceful. Lots of bathrooms nearby." I threw a pencil at her.